Matter of fact,
I'm just bringing a
what
little.
about the 25 years we've been up here? Championship
This is this
contenders.
is this this is a what have you done for us lately type of thing.
We've always
Sometimes I'm
been
just
championship contenders.
I
Always.
get it,
Us,
I get it.
baby. We've always
This
been at
is
the top, baby.
these are just things that I think about. When I'm just in my car or just watching TV. Like, they ain't really had no big time wins the last 3 years.
Thank you for
They
letting me
got
know
the
that.
nerve to walk down to the champs.
Thank you for letting me know that Ohio State stays rent free in your head. Back again with another 30-minute Rivals. First and foremost, make sure you subscribe to House Divided. Make sure you subscribe to Johnny Olden and check us out on Back of the Bus. Also, make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right, so a pretty decent week for both of us. I'm excited to get into your game. I think we should probably get in our game too. How you want to do it? I mean, I feel like I make you do it first every time. So this time I don't care. How you want to do it?
There you go. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. First and foremost, last week, if you didn't see the 30-minute Rivals last week, I was pretty spot on for both games, for both the Ohio State and the Michigan game. I said it was going to be a huge game on the ground. Travion, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. Quinshon, I think over 175 and 3 touchdowns. It was a huge game on the ground for the Buckeye backfield. So, I mean, the boys is here. It's a great thing to see. It's wonderful. You got anything to say about the run game from the Ohio State Buckeyes? No?
I mean, they're looking like I expected. I expected Quinshon I expected him to be the number one back, and it looks like as he gets more comfortable, he's becoming that, And yeah, I mean it's scary, but y'all ain't playing nobody.
That is true. That is true for now, and I'll give you that for now. I went to the game. The game was dope. A lot of great atmosphere in the air. One big thing that was like the talk of the town was Jaden Fielding kicking the ball out of bounds 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I saw that. That was wild.
What
was up with that?
I couldn't tell you. And then I think Brandon Ennis fumbled. He muffed a punt return. It was looking really bad on special teams. So I don't have much to say about special teams, but that was ridiculous.
Yeah, those are killers. Especially if it's a close or big time game, that can get you beat because you're gonna give a great field position.
They took out Jaden Fielding, so that was good. At least they were able to find somebody else that would be able to kick the ball inbounds. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. If it's a tougher opponent, if it's a bigger game, those things can add up very quickly. So just a note on the game. But other than that, again, I knew it was going to be a big game on the ground. So the backs look great. Jeremiah Smith, I believe, still got a touchdown. Will Howard still looked pretty confident. I don't have really anything bad to say on the offensive side of things. The offensive line still looked good. Donovan went out there. He did his thing. Protected for the runs, obviously. 5 touchdowns. You can't be mad at that on the ground. Defense. The defense, I'm a little worried about one thing in particular. Defensive backs look good. The depth there. Jermaine Matthews came out for a little bit for Igbinosin. Denzel Burke came back from his targeting call. Lathan Ransom looked good. He fucking hit sticked some kid from Marshall. The DBs look great. The linebackers look great. With the exception of CJ Hicks at times. It is what it is. My boy Cody Simon and my boy Sonny Styles look like they're leading the pack. I really like Arvell Reese as a backup linebacker, and I think in a couple of years that's going to be a name that's going to be a huge name in our linebacker core. So I'm really excited to see what he's going to do. He had a great game against Marshall. My problem is with the defensive line. Tyleik Williams didn't play in this game, so I mean I can't say anything about him. What is going on with JT? I just feel like he shows up in the most random games. I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. It's like you were supposed to be the guy, and what is going on, my guy? Like you're not getting the sack numbers that we need you to put up. We need Penn State JT to show up a lot more often, especially if we're going to do things down the stretch. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. And so that's the main thing that I'm kind of concerned about. Again, we get Tyleik Williams back. It's not going to be as big of a problem. But that is my concern. That is the one thing that I'm going to, if they're watching, challenge the Buckeyes to bring out more out of that. That's kind of my concern. Now, like I said, I'll be watching him a little bit more to see what's going on with that.
Yeah, that's not a problem for the regular season. It's a problem because y'all gonna make the playoff. It's a problem for the playoff if you can't get a consistent pass rush out of both sides, because one side isn't enough when you play good teams, because you can scheme for that guy unless he's just a freak of nature. You know, you can scheme for a really good edge rusher or a good edge rusher. You can scheme for him, but when it's two, it's harder to scheme from, and you just gotta hope you got an offensive line that's elite to deal with those guys, you know, and then you can help with it. But so you really need those two edges, you know. So that's a problem. Y'all got a lot of time to try to figure it out, but you know, that's something you need for the playoff run, definitely.
And my other thing is, I'm really keen on Caden Curry and Kenyatta and those guys. So it's like
the backups.
Yeah, I think they're going to be somebody once JT and Jack is gone. So like,
do those dudes flash when they get in? Because
at times
be too much of a blowout. I turn it. I don't get to see them dudes.
Caden Curry and Kenyatta Jackson are good, but like I don't know if they're good enough to replace JT when JT is on fire. You know what I mean? Like nothing is good enough to replace
fire ever.
Nothing can replace him when he's on fire. But again, you're right. He's just never on fire unless it's Penn State.
Yeah, I know Penn State got to be like, why are we the only team where you single-handedly wreck our game plans? Like, why? What do we do to you?
He must have done something, or they must have done something to him.
Man, that boy, you know, I can't wait for Penn State. I'm gonna show these dudes.
Got him circled 3 times on the calendar. Crazy.
He already got it circled. Wait. Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna go off. No,
James Franklin, boy. Wait till I see you, boy. Wear your team out.
Look, man. If you feel differently, obviously let me know in the comments. But at least as of this year, I haven't quite seen it, and I just want to see more. That's all.
As a Michigan fan, but as a Michigan fan, of course, I don't like anybody on your team. But as a football fan, Jack Sawyer, the thing that I like about him, but I don't like as a rival, is he's got some of that kind of like Aiden Hutchinson had, where it means more to me because my dad went here. I'm from Michigan. You know, it means more to a guy like that. And, you know, in Big Ten media days, I saw that out of Jack Sawyer. So I'm not surprised he's having a pretty good season, you know, and that fire that I want to make Ohio State great, and I want to beat that team up north, as y'all say. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's what you get when you get a boy from Pickerington and some of these other places.
It's good for y'all, but that's something I watch, and I don't. It makes me a little bit nervous.
You got to be honest. You like some people on our team. Just admit it.
No, I really don't.
Go ahead, admit it. Go ahead, admit it.
There's nobody that I really can just like that. They got to do something for me to like them.
Like I hated JJ. I still hate JJ. But like Blake Corum's cool. He's okay.
I'm trying to think. It ain't really.
You know, you like multiple people.
I kind of like Jack Sawyer. I kind of like Jack Sawyer because of that similarity between. It means more to me because I'm from here. You know, I can relate to that. Like that's passion. Like it's not just football to me. It's like a way of life. Like we have to beat them. I like that. So
I'm gonna name the title of this video: Michigan fan admits liking Jack Sawyer. I just want to throw that out there.
I knew you was something up.
Yeah, what I don't like about this cupcake schedule is that I feel like I come in here every week and it's just like, yeah, we're gonna beat this team by 2-3 scores at least, and that's it. Like I want to get into some like actual in-depth, like, all right, I'm kind of worried about this and that and this. We're gonna beat Michigan State by 2 scores at least.
Y'all been destroying Penn State for like Michigan State for like the last like 3-4 years. Like it's been real bad.
Yeah.
What is your first actual big game? Is it Oregon or is it Penn State? It's Oregon.
I think it's Oregon and then Penn State.
What's Oregon, like 2 weeks away?
It's October 12th.
What sucks for y'all is that's still a nice amount of time for Oregon to try to get their stuff straight.
It's Oregon, then Nebraska, then Penn State.
Oh, it's a little 3 in a row.
Yeah, we're gonna stomp all of them, but it's cool.
Maybe
we will. Oregon's offensive line is still not amazing. If maybe JT can go off in the Oregon game.
That's a big possibility with the way their offensive line is. Definitely.
Yeah. And then Nebraska and then Penn State.
Yeah. Nebraska plays defense though.
Yes, they do. They do have a decent.
Y'all let little Dylan Raiola get a real big time win, boy. I'm gonna be trolling.
No, he's not gonna get a win. And his little brother is going to see what an ass whooping we put on Big Red out there. And he's gonna be like, maybe I shouldn't go to Nebraska. Maybe I should go to Ohio State.
Oh boy.
Come on, Dayton. Come on, Dayton Raiola. Come on.
It's possible, but I mean, Nebraska's got some pieces. They do have some pieces, so
we don't want Dayton Raiola. I just wanted to make a joke there. You know what I think is Michigan State, they got us at home. They just lost a heartbreaker to Boston College. I think they're going to try to play up, and for that reason, it could be a 49-14. But for some reason, some of those points are going to come late in the game.
I wouldn't doubt it if a lot of that, I wouldn't doubt if it's 30-7 at halftime. I wouldn't doubt.
And then we slow down quite a bit in the second half.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that it'd be something like that, because this is going to be our first. This opens your Big Ten schedule, right?
Big Ten schedule, first road game.
Yeah, so y'all going Ryan Day. He likes to make statements.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to have those boys y'all focused, and it's some real competition. Y'all been playing the real cupcakes. So Michigan State isn't like a top tier Big Ten team, but it's still a step up in talent. Like, all right, we get some points, we get some bragging rights for this. A little some better than Akron and Marshall. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Mop these dudes.
I'm catching myself. I'm starting to think that maybe I just want a little bit of drama because it's just been ass kicking.
I'm so tired
all season. It's been ass kicking all season. Can I get a little bit of drama? Tiny bit of drama.
We need something like. Hold on, Buckeyes.
I'm tired of kicking ass all week.
You're gonna get the drama later on in the season in playoff. You're gonna get the drama
in the playoffs. Okay, all right.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna get the drama. Just hold tight.
And you know what? I felt a little bit of drama this week because my parlay got its ass whooped too. Nebraska losing to Illinois and a whole bunch of dumb shit. I actually had y'all winning though. That was the other thing.
No, really?
Is I picked y'all to win because I just kind of felt like y'all would figure out that you just need to go with the Michigan brand of things. And it's like what Marcus said last week. You know what I mean? They need to double down into it. And it seemed to play out pretty well for y'all. So with that, go ahead.
Yeah, we got back on the winning side with going against an actual good team, got the identity back, yeah, we didn't throw it, but hey, when you run it like we were running it, you don't have to, when you run for 300, you can beat anyone. Like you rarely see a team that ran for 300 and they lost the game, so that's the thing. It was good to see. That game, did you get to watch it, or were
A
you
little bit of it.
on the way? That game was the first half was just kind of a Michigan dominating. We dominated the first half. That second half, that was what college football is about. And I said it on my channel, like that was a real, like, top college football, last second. It was all of it. You had injuries, you had dude crying on the sideline, you had pick six, you had Kenneth Grant picking up a fumble, he gets it taken away from him, then they score a few plays later.
Crazy.
You got Michigan down. Should they switch quarterbacks? I think they should. Next play, they run it 65 yards. It was just so much emotion and just a hard hitting, tough game. And USC, that was their first Big Ten game. So imagine you're coming to the Big Ten and you're thinking you're the high flying West Coast offense, and you get ran on like that, and you lose to a team that only throws for 32 yards. Like
32 yards is egregious, but I get it. I get it.
It's wild, but
very much so.
It's only bad if you lose.
Facts. That's a fact.
If we lose, the conversation is man, Michigan's got to get that pass game. Like this is how do you even let this happen? But since we win, it's like okay, let's add to it. What can you do? You know what I'm saying? It's everything's optimism. So. But yeah, that game was wild, and I'm just glad we got the win. But either way, that game was what college football is about. Like,
sure.
Honestly, that was an awesome game. I'm glad we won, but both teams left it all on the field. Like,
yeah, for sure. Okay, I think this is where I win some of my Buckeyes fans back. What are y'all going to do when Ohio State just stacks the box against you? And then you can't pass anyway because Denzel Burke and Igbinosin is right across. Like, what do we even?
We got a long time. We got almost 2 months before we play Ohio State. So, ain't no point in y'all getting happy right now. You see what we just did to them. Don't think we won't try to do it to you.
You gonna try?
There's a lot of, and we will. But this is the thing. That was Orgy's first start. You get what I'm saying? So now you saw what we can be because, people saying like, well, put in Warren or maybe Tuttle. Those guys aren't going to hold the defense on the read like Orgy did. Pretty much all those big runs, the edge rushers, and not even the edge rushers, the safeties. Like if you see the copy where they certain angles, you can see exactly what the defenders are looking at. And he's handing it off, and they're watching Orgy. They're taking 2 false steps towards Orgy, but Khalil Mullins has the ball, and that's from the safety. So he's doing a lot that you won't notice unless you really unless you're really looking for it. It just looks like a big time run, but they're really watching Orgy. But they've got a lot of time to add wrinkles to what we're trying to do. Like against USC, it was basic. You saw a lot of 2-man routes. Like, bro, come on. Like 2-man routes, like it's not going to work against good defenses, And I'm not saying USC's defense is great or really good, but they're far better than they were last year. Yes. We have to give them that. And they've got a good defensive coordinator. Like it's
for sure.
He's established. So like when we try to do certain plays, like when we try to do the little rollout play that we've been running with Orgy in other games, they were on top of it. Like they weren't going to let that play beat them, So you got to add more wrinkles. You can't just do the same basic stuff. Like if I was to say, like, let's say if we had to play Ohio State in 2 weeks or a week, I would say they have to add way more orbital motion, way more eye candy. They have to do that stuff almost every play to make sure your linebackers aren't just flowing right downhill. Like you have to do something to keep the linebackers at home. Orgy can handle like the safeties but you want as much confusion and as many things as possible for these guys to second guess just running downhill. You know what I'm saying? So
So
That's
if I
what it
hear
is.
correctly, it sounds like you feel like you've got like the base model, and so now you're about to add all the attachments around it to make it a fully formed new sports car.
I hope that's what they plan is. If you're smart, that's what you. If this is all you got, that's what you better do. If not, it's not gonna work. You get what I'm saying? So
Gonna
what
have to
I'm
do
hoping on, I'm
gonna have to do a
hoping.
lot more than that. But
I mean, look. We've beat y'all with not that great of a passing game for pretty much every time we've beaten y'all, right? Because y'all talk bad about JJ. Let's not act like y'all wasn't talking bad about my boy.
let's calm down. Cade and JJ are both better than Alex Orji at being
That is true.
actual quarterback.
That is true. But Cade, we acting like Cade is that now.
Cade is better than what you got.
Cade threw for
You guys-
60 yards against Minnesota
Sure.
this week.
But you guys would pray to have Cade back, though.
True. But what I'm saying is Orji brings other things. But you add,
Sure.
I'm not saying everything you're adding on is for the run. What I'm saying is you do a lot of this orbital motion and things like that, and you do wrinkles to not only help the run game, because you can give it to him, you can fake it to him, then you can throw it to him later. Add things to set it up. You're running a lot of stuff that sets up other things in the run game and in the pass game. That's what I'm saying.
Sure. No,
So because that's what you have to do. You're gonna have to do this stuff.
So then how do you think? Oh, go ahead.
If you want to make a real run and beat Oregon and Ohio State, those are the ones, we could probably beat everybody else probably with this game plan if the defense plays great. Okay. That's if Wink brought me back a little bit. He only blitzed 30% against USC. So he brought me, all right, Wink, you bringing back hope. Now just keep adding. We got young players, so let them learn the system even more. And the problem, by the time we play y'all, this is gonna be a total. The defense, all them wrinkles gonna be ironed out. You realize that? You ain't worried? Okay.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I had you guys losing 3 games.
Okay.
I had you losing 3 games. You were going to lose to Texas.
Okay.
You were going to lose to Oregon, and you were going to lose to us.
Yeah, and we want one of them. We want one of them other games.
The good news,
Oregon or you.
The good news that I have for you is that you might be able to beat Oregon. You might.
I know.
Legitimately.
Because they run defense is boo-boo. So we might go for 400 on them.
And you got a good defensive line. They don't have a good offensive line.
Yeah.
So you might be able to beat Oregon.
Yeah.
When you come down to Columbus,
I still got to see y'all play somebody.
We're going to pay y'all back for 3 years.
I got to see y'all play somebody. We have a defense. And that was my hope for the whole season, was that the defense was going to be good or great. That was always the hope. And
so then Will Johnson plays against Jeremiah Smith. And then what? What are you going to do for Emeka Egbuka? What are you going to do for Carnell Tate? What are you going to do for...
We going to play zone. We ain't going to be playing man. Like we man up. Jair Hill, Amir Hall, Zeke Berry. You lock those guys down. Boy, we going to play zone and play off coverage, make you drive the field, get in the red zone.
I don't even know those names you just said. Those are not names that we know down here.
That's fine. They're going to be playing zone. We ain't going to be manning up on y'all like we lock down man defense. No, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to be playing zone, off coverage, let them dink and dunk, and then they get in the red zone, kick your field goal. Ryan Day will get greedy. He'll go for it, and then he'll get nothing.
You really think we're dinking and dunking with Jeremiah Smith? He's just going slants and curls. He's not doing streaks down the sideline.
That's fine. Just because you throw it don't mean he's just automatically going to catch it.
Okay, so anyways, Minnesota. Put
a safety over the top of his big butt.
not going to work out. Anyway, Minnesota. It's not going to work in your favor, but okay. Minnesota.
throw at trouble number 2 if you want to. And he going to have more touchdowns in the game than you will, Jeremiah. Throw at him. No, you go. Will go at
Even if you hold him down, Emeka Egbuka is going to get 2.
Egbuka, he back.
He going to get 2 when we play y'all.
Okay. I mean, we knocked him for a loop-de-loop last time, but I guess he's stronger.
That was last time. That was last time. Anyway, y'all are playing Minnesota next week, not us. How about y'all not over Minnesota?
Minnesota's what? 2-2. They lost to North Carolina. They beat 2 like FCS schools or something, Nevada and I think Norfolk State or something. They beat them, but they lost to North Carolina, a North Carolina team that gave up 70 to James Madison.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. So they lost to them. And they just lost to Iowa last week with Cade. And I think it was 31-14. Yep. And Cade threw for like 11 of 16 for like 60 yards. And Iowa ran for like 250, so hey, that looks like us.
11 for 19, 62 yards.
Yes.
And they ran for over 250. They ran for, oh my God. One kid ran for 206 and 3 touchdowns. That Caleb Johnson kid.
That looks perfect for us coming to town. Thanks for giving them the appetizer. Now you finna get the main course. You finna
can't even argue that. That's Michigan football if I ever heard it. That's
you
perfect.
Get the main course with Mullins, Edwards, and Orgy.
Let's not throw Edwards in there.
I mean, he
did okay. He did okay, but
he's getting a little too many carries for my liking. Like honestly, like Mullins is running that thing. Like Mullins, if he gets probably 5 or 6 more carries, he probably gets to 200.
Yeah,
he had their defense gassed in the first half, and Donovan helped too, but they went away from him for way too long. Like from the second quarter to most of the third quarter, they went away from him. I think that was a mistake. Your boy Tony Alford, y'all want him back?
I don't know Tony Alford. No, we don't want him back.
I'm sending somebody y'all way, Buckeyes.
No, thank you, Coach Locke over here. You know what I mean?
Big T, Big T. It ain't Alford. It's my homeboy, Big T.
We don't want Big T either. We don't wear them tall tees no more. No,
he said he belonged in Columbus.
No, he didn't, because he does not.
Y'all can have him back because I don't like his rotations.
I see what that team up north.
Nah, don't X him out. You don't see me.
Once you go to that team up north, no, fam, nope. Disloyal.
What you mean? Y'all took Joey Velasquez.
That was different. Tony Alford is disloyal. He had the unmitigated gall to join the team up north. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with the boy?
I mean, he went to the champs
after they won the championship, and now they look like the chumps.
Oh, now we look like the chumps. Now we look like the chumps. You see what we did to USC? You next. You
cap. Anyway, I don't know how we got on Tony Alford,
but yeah. So offense, we're just gonna run it down their throat. Like honestly, they don't have the depth at D tackle to last with what we're gonna bring to the table. Same as Iowa. And on defense, we should be able to get. They're not good on offense. I can't say if they don't look good on offense on running the ball or passing it. So defense should be able to lock them down. Josiah Stewart went crazy on USC and Mason Graham and the boys, so they should feast on them on their offensive line. And Wink, just iron out the kinks. Keep building on what you did with the 30% you want to be at about 25 to 30% blitz rate in every game.
Mhm.
Every game, unless you just see we're not getting pressure, I have to blitz. Besides that, bro, 25 to 30%. That's where you want to be. So let's see Wink do it again. Because against USC, third quarter, he got back to his wink. Wink was winking. He was winking.
Wink was winking. That's
in the third quarter. That means the blitzes is coming.
All right.
He need to calm down. Just calm down. Just stay calm, Wink. So we just want to see him pretty much continue everything from the USC game, offense and defense. Just add to it, and let's get better. Let's just keep getting better, but especially before those big games. We got Washington in 2 weeks, which they're not loaded, but it's the first away game. Then we got Oregon. Well, we got Michigan State in there somewhere, Oregon and Ohio State. So just keep getting better. Keep ironing out with all these new starters.
I think that was his name, Brosmer kid, the quarterback that they got from New Hampshire. I think he threw 2 picks against Iowa as well. So, I mean,
yeah, he's been sacked like 8 times.
He put that pressure on him. I don't think he can handle that pressure cooker. Yeah, I mean, it's Minnesota, so I don't think you guys will have too much of a hard task. And you play Michigan football, you might get a win.
Yeah, it's I see it probably being a controlled butt whooping. And we taking dudes' hearts. We taking teams' souls. We ain't just beating them. We taking their soul. They complaining about the refs. They complaining about, the Big Ten. You guys barely won and all this stuff. Boy, we took y'all soul. Y'all look like y'all. Word is now, this is just what I'm hearing. Word is Khalil Mullins is still dragging that number 18 or guy around campus. He's still dragging him. Word is.
You can do that to a Trojan. You're not going to do that to a Buckeye this year. I'm just.
Y'all ain't getting dragged.
No.
Okay. Mark that down. They not getting drugged.
Sonny Styles or Lathan Ransom is about to lay a smackdown on that Mullen kid, and that'll be the last we hear about that.
You remember last year, Blake put Sonny Styles in the.
That was last year. He was playing safety last year. I don't know who put him back there, but he's playing linebacker now. So,
left him in the dirt.
Bring the pain.
This year it might be Sonny holding on for his life.
Nah, he about to lay a smackdown on that boy.
No, Sonny.
The smackdown on that boy.
Okay.
All right. Okay. As long as you know.
I'm just waiting for y'all to play somebody. Like whenever y'all when y'all play somebody, I'm gonna pop some popcorn and I'm gonna have my notepad out watching and like, okay, now let's see what they really about. Let's finally thank you. So
again, I may have made some mistakes in how I call the Michigan State game just because I want to see a little bit of drama at this point. But that don't mean that we're not one of the best three teams in college football right now. And actually, quiet as kept, we might be better than Georgia.
Y'all might be, but Texas might be probably the best team.
We might be better than Texas.
No, please.
We might be better than Texas.
Honestly, I gained a lot of respect for Texas from watching us play Texas, and it was early, and we got not a lot of new parts, new coaches, but still, to watch what Sark did to Wink, it was a masterclass. He totally outclassed him, and then to see USC. That's Lincoln Riley. So he's right there with Sark, kind of. You would think, they're kind of right there as the kind of the top offensive guys, and to see Wink show that, I've been around this long for a reason, It was nice to see. But that Texas offensive line, what they did to our front four, that was crazy. Because watching what we just did to what we just did to USC's offensive line, And then we couldn't do really anything with
Anything against
Texas's
Texas.
offensive line. Like
Facts.
nothing. So
And it don't matter which quarterback they got in between Quinn Ewers or Arch Manning, they still gonna torch a defense.
Yeah.
Not our defense.
They're gonna be tough to deal with, that's for sure. But I gained a lot of respect for them. Like after that USC game, I sat back like, yeah, Texas is good. Complete. I like
Texas.
Complete.
I definitely like Texas. They're not gonna beat us in any playoff game.
Okay, we gonna see. Y'all mean I know y'all gonna be there for sure. Yeah, I know y'all gonna be there, but will y'all be tested? Will y'all be tested?
We're not losing to Texas or Georgia in the playoffs.
Georgia, y'all remember? Are y'all still holding a grudge to Georgia from what they did to y'all?
No. Hey, that's water under the bridge. We gonna whoop.
I got one more thing real quick. You know, because a lot of y'all Buckeye, this might not be you, but a lot of y'all Buckeye brethren, they've been feeling real good about the way Texas did Michigan. You know,
it's me too.
Okay, you too.
It's me.
You
it's
in
me.
There too.
It's me. I'm brethren.
So y'all been feeling good about what Texas did to Michigan, but quiet is kept. Y'all really ain't had no big time wins the last 3 years. Y'all ain't had none. Notre Dame, they losing to Marshall in Northern Illinois. That ain't no big
win. But that happened after us. They lost the morale because of us.
So, right, the last 3 years, y'all living off of Notre Dame wins and Penn State wins.
So top 10 wins aren't something to brag about anymore. Okay.
Nobody respects a Penn State win or a Notre Dame win. It's top
10 wins in both of those.
It's a win, but come on.
Top 5 win for one of those.
You what?
A top 5 win for one of those.
Penn That's State the year they lost to Marshall.
Yeah, they sucked afterwards because we beat them. And then they were like, oh, we had one. We thought we had one, but we lost to the Buckeyes.
But look,
it's over.
In the last 3 years, we got 3 wins over y'all. We got 3 over Penn State. So we still got the wins that y'all touting because we got y'all and Penn State. Then we got Washington, and we got Bama, and we got USC now. We're taking this across the country.
We're
taking it across the country.
USC is like a Notre Dame or a Penn State win. You're not proud of the USC win.
Don't throw them in.
You're not proud of the USC win like that.
It feels good. It's a different name that we haven't beaten. We haven't played or beaten. So it's another name.
I will say this, and I said this before. I am happy about the Texas win. We have not beat y'all yet, so we can't talk shit, but it's coming. As long as you know it's coming, it's coming.
That's all I want to hear is it's coming because y'all haven't. Y'all lost to Georgia. Y'all lost to Minnesota, Missouri.
Don't count. We're not counting Missouri.
Okay, I'll give you that. I mean, that's not a big time win. I wouldn't have counted it as a big time win anyway. So,
sure.
But the last 3 years, you lost to Oregon in 2021. So,
okay, CJ Stroud had to find his footing.
So, what do you got? That Utah team that was playing running backs at corner.
We got
that don't mean nothing.
We got a national championship appearance in 2020. Got 2 playoff appearances in the last 4 years.
2020. It's kids that was in 9th grade. They in college now.
This close to beating Georgia, and if we would have beat Georgia, we would have whooped TCU's ass too.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Let's not act like we're
losses,
shit,
man.
We are the shit. Matter of fact,
I'm just bringing a little.
What about the 25 years we've been up here? Championship contenders.
This is a what have you done for us lately type of thing.
We've always been championship contenders. Always.
I get it.
Us, baby. We've always been at the top, baby.
These are just things that I think about, you know, when I'm just in my car or just watching TV. Like, I ain't really had no big time wins the last 3 years.
Thank you for letting me know
that. Walk down to the champs.
Thank you for letting me know that Ohio State stays rent-free in your head.
Of course.
During the day. Rent-free.
I'm always thinking of, you know, I get epiphanies like, poof, you got them.
That's crazy.
I got them.
Take the shades off. I hate those.
Turnover. I got them.
Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe to House Divided. Again, make sure you subscribe over to Johnny Olden if you like that Michigan bullshit. And make sure you subscribe to Back of the Bus. We out.
Go Blue.
Go Bucks.